See if we can get a win here, huh? Fourth position. Ordnance, transports, snoopers, barons in the selection pool. Stilgar, Esmar. Wow, this is kind of a beefed up, caked up, juicy ass row, if you ask me. Well, none of the leaders I like picking in fourth position are available. I honestly kind of just want to play Ilban. Ilban is a fourth position leader that I can play, and he's just a good fallback. Yeah, it means passing Baron. Whatever. Who cares? I don't. I'm not really in the mood to play Baron today. And I actually find when I play Baron in fourth position, it's usually underwhelming. Baron really works better in the other three positions than the fourth one, in my opinion. Because in fourth position as Baron, you're not getting smuggling, you're not getting fold space, and you're not getting hardy warriors in round one. So you kind of end up in a spot where you're playing the strongest leader available, but the reason that he's strong, the ability to get to interstellar shipping so quickly, you don't really have that a lot of the time. Of course, by not picking him, I do let him go to the third player, but it is what it is. Ilban draws cards. He'll be great for picking up Stilgar or Esmar, and I'd have a lot of fun doing that. So I'm going to do what's going to give me the most fun in the game. Okay. The hand is okay. It's good enough. You know, take smuggling. No surprises there. There's troop transports. That can be dangerous with both Hundro and Baron. Dispatch an envoy. First action of the game. Dagger to fold space. That's a first. I've never seen that one before. Unfortunately, it's irrelevant because, okay, well, Baron's going to go to Hardy Warriors. He's going to get interstellar shipping round 2 because he's going to get one from the Hardy and then one from the combat. So, really, I think that wasn't actually the thing that Hundro wanted to do. I mean, sure, Hundro can go double fold space, but Baron's going to beat him to it. So, he called wrong on the combat, unfortunately. Yeah, man, I just want a Wealth Mentat. Just want a Wealth Mentat. Get one of these good 5-costers, you know? Okay. I wasn't expecting that. First position early revealing for Esmar. It's a bit of a bummer because I really enjoy Esmar. I haven't had a good Esmar game in a while, but it is it's fine. You know, if I can get Stillgar, I'll still be happy. And honestly, Power Play is a good card, even if it's kind of boring. Ideally, we draw into either our Ring or our Diplomacy, get a little Solari back, or get an extra faction play. He likes the Intrigue card. He likes it enough to send his Ring to Carthag. Savita. I'm gonna pronounce that Savita. Hopefully, it's a combat card and he can win the combat because I mean I don't want Hundra running away with shipping, but it's better than having Baron run away with shipping. Probably. We don't want either of them to run away with shipping because there's a troop transports. We need it to be balanced. But in 4th position, I really have no say in what happens for that, to be totally honest. Also, Baron can ensure the combat win here at Teach Tabor if he really wants to. Robachek Robeson? I'm going to assume this has something to do with Bohemia, but I don't 100% know. We did draw the ring, which is nice, and we get to back up to 5. We'll see what these guys reveal, and we can kind of plan around whatever they buy here. So 4, he's going to buy the Negotiate Withdraw. Yep. Nope. Oh, he goes Voice. Okay. Baron has 3, so he picks up G Manipulation. 6. Okay. Is it better to get Opulence than Stillgar? You go Tech Negotiation. I don't think it is better, because if I go to Airkeen, I can put a troop in and get a Spice, which is better than the Negotiator, although I do risk drawing my Diplomacy. Could also just bank the troop for later. Got a 7, okay. Alright. What does 1 Spice get me, really? The ability to buy troop transports or snoopers? Yeah, I might just sit this one out entirely, actually. I'll buy Stillgar. I like him a little bit better. You know what? I will take a Guild Administrator. We got a Stillgar. Let's get some trashing going. Plus it's faction. Please hit Fold Space, Hundro. Please do it. He has double faction in hand. I don't think he would pass that up. Hey, Stillgar. Great to see you, buddy. Cool. Baron goes Interstellar, which means that we're going to get smuggling, which is pretty nice. Not playing Stillgar here because I want the Persuasion. Honestly, I would consider Mentatting again just to try to get to the Opulence, potentially. So, we do know that people's hands. We know Una doesn't have 2 Convincing, so we don't really care about her. We know Hundro has 1 Convincing, Seek Allies, Diplomacy. He just played the Seek Allies, so he has 1 Convincing and Diplomacy in hand, plus 1 Dagger, and Reconnaissance. So, Convincing, Diplomacy is 3, Reconnaissance is 4. So not enough to get a really good card, having gone to Carthag. And then Baron, I think he drew, right? No, he didn't. So he's got 1 Convincing, 1 Dagger, Diplomacy. So he's 1 Convincing, 1 Dagger, and Reconnaissance. So 3. So neither of those guys are getting anything all that useful. So let's hit Mentat again. Cool, we get to 6. That's not enough for the Opulence, but it is enough for the power play. And I think we use Stillgar. Well, what if we play Stillgar, we can still get a Negotiate Withdraw, which is pretty good. We'll see what the combat looks like before we commit anything. 8's the number to beat. We can do that easily by hitting Diplomacy of Hardy Warriors, which would absolutely be worth it. Still get the power play doing that. Stillgar gives us water back, so it's a better overall play. But we're not going to... Now, unit does have one card in hand. I don't know what her cards are because she drew, but I don't think she has 4 Persuasion. But then, what about her daggers? Did she draw daggers last time? Yuna revealed early. She revealed early with 1 dagger. So she probably has 1 dagger in hand. So 9 is probably the number to beat. If we hit Stillgar over here, we don't get there. So I think we do this. If we do 1, 2, 3, Stillgar takes us to 9, but we have to beat 9. So we go up like this and win the combat that way, I think. By the power play. Probably. Shuffle Stillgar back in. If I recall for Solari, I give Baron the ability to get Swordmaster off of Interstellar next round. But the techs aren't not that good. I could get Troop Transports maybe, but Baron will probably get it before me. So let's recall. Take Solari. Maybe we go High Council. Go up with Guild. We did redraw the Stillgar. That's kind of awesome, actually. Maybe we're going to go Opulence, no Swordmaster this game. I think that sounds like maybe the plan. We should be able to win this combat easily. Signet Ring to Smuggling takes us to 7, so we end up a little bit short of a Swordmaster. We actually do get to 8 if Baron... Okay, Baron goes Fold Space. That's very interesting. So I think what we do is we take this, and now all of a sudden we're in Swordmaster position if someone smuggles down. Or Interstellars, which Hundro could do. Of course, we have the problem that we want to get the Opulence, and we can't get the Opulence if we play Stillgar. I guess that's not entirely true. We could draw a 2. No, we couldn't, actually. I was going to say we could draw a 2 if we went to Airkeen, but actually that's not possible. We have enough for Firm Grip, though, so... I think it's totally fine. Do we Mentat again? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it would definitely help us get the Opulence. Nobody's deployed to the combat. This should be an easy combat win for us. Especially if we can draw like a city card off of Mentat. diplomacy works too. So now we're at 8 if we don't play Stillgar, and 6 if we do, which is kind of ideal. Keeping the troop transports away from the people I don't like having it. Reveals Chimurki. Yuna is not in the combat guaranteed. And Baron didn't deploy at Carthag. So yeah, this is an easy combat victory for us. We don't even really need to reveal Stillgar. What we want to do is play Stillgar to Fremen, go to Still Suits, if it's available. 2 troops would probably be enough to win, although Hundro probably has a combat card. Or something like that. But it's fine. The second place reward is so good. Next round we should hit Smuggling first. Swordmaster second, Power Play third. Firm Grip goes to Baron. I don't love it, but it's fine. Opulence is still around, but they both have 4 cards in hand, so there's a good chance we don't get it. Let's do this. So if we play the Diplomacy instead, we guarantee the combat victory, but we lose the water. I think I prefer to do it this way. Plus, if we come second in the combat, we're gonna get a bunch of water for that too. Okay, there's still a good 6 for us. And this works better with us getting Swordmaster next round. He has 1 dagger. Not enough to beat us, but if he has a card, which I think he probably does, then he will. Yeah. I mean, we don't love losing the point, but the 2 water is fantastic. Especially with the way that the Great Flat's currently looking. Trash from discard. Let's get rid of a Dune. Swordmaster will draw us a card, and that card won't be the Dune because it's gone now. A little bit unusual for the first player to get their Swordmaster to be in round 4, but it's fine. I think you should go Interstellar Shipping, man. Why would you let Baron have it? Plays his Fold Space instead. Okay. I don't really know why Yuna took that troop transports except to deny it. We've got our Solari taken care of for a while. Maybe for the rest of the game, because we're not getting Mentat this round, and we're not getting it round 5 either. Baron does have 2 water, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. We need the Swordmaster. Yuna having Opulence is pretty good for her. Shuffle the Treachery into next round's hand. We'll get the Stilgar again. We'll be very well favored for next round's combat. If for some reason Baron doesn't take this, this should be my next play instead of playing the power play, unfortunately. I almost want to power play Wealth just to keep Emperor Alliance away from Baron. Oh, he takes Grey Flat. Okay. Yeah, I think we do that. Spice Hunters are pretty good now at this point because we have Stilgar. I don't know about good. And they're only 1 persuasion. Maybe not. I will say the thing, although I'm optimistic about this game, the problem that we're having at this game is that we don't have many intrigue cards. Let's take a Spice Hunter and a Liaison, just to improve our persuasion a little bit. Maybe I'm adding too many cards to my deck. I don't know. But the power play and the treachery are both going to go away. We need to start buying Spice Must Flows soon. There's Stilgar and Treachery. I do love how often we've been able to get this card. And here's our junk, for the most part, with a dagger on top. Yuna is loading up for her Opulence, which she probably has in hand. Well, hard to say, but I think she does. I think it was at the back half of her last deck before she shuffled. Guild Bank Raid is kind of a bummer, honestly. This is like the combat we didn't really want to win. Yeah, round 5 Guild Bank Raid kind of sucks, honestly. I guess we just hit factions. And hypothetically, we can hit factions 3 times. High Council seat's probably a little bit better, but yeah, something we could do. Ordnance goes to Hundro. Interesting. Spy satellites. Well, it's good for Ilban, but not this game because we don't like we have a power play and a treachery, you know. I almost wonder if we want to hit research station here and just go for the SMF. We have so much water, right? But then we shuffle our deck into the bad cards. That's not what we want to do. Let's grab High Council. Or we could go like Haga Basin Selective Breeding. Let's go High Council. We'll have a High Council seat and a Swordmaster before anybody else has either of those things. Kind of funny. Besides, we're going to get our money back on this combat whether we want to or not. At least some of it. Sorry, Baron. There's not a whole lot for you to spend that Solari you just grabbed on. Hundro and I kind of locked you out here. Or do we want to take diplomacy too? I feel like Bene Gesserit. Secrets is the only really particularly good spot for it. You better spend a card. I was going to go Secret's next action anyway, buddy. There you go. Tiebreaker. Not very good. Yeah, not very good. Makes sense for Una to commit to this combat because she gets her money back for her opulence. Okay, hold on. The game just changed. We want a research station now. I think. We could take Dagger to Dreadnought. I think research station's the best for this. It only costs us 1 water, and yeah, we get crap back in our deck, but it's worth it. Seven. Damn it. We have 2 2s in there. We didn't hit them. Okay. We have 1 dagger in hand, so we're going to 5. Truthfully, or no, we're going to 6. We're actually going to tie Yuna, which I think is fine. I don't actually want to win this combat myself, so no deployment. Not a good hand next round. Don't want any of this stuff. Directorship is good, so that's an argument maybe for liaison. Yeah, fine. We're kind of building temporary value in our deck for the most part, besides the Stillgar anyway. High Council and Research Station, we still didn't get to 8. It's kind of crazy. That would have been such a good directorship for us, too. Wonder what the odds were that we got to 8. Cannon turrets. I don't think it's worth playing a tiebreaker on this. I really don't. I know that maybe it gives Yuna a point from her opulence, but it's fine. I'm not... I mean, this could matter for something else, you know? I'm not going to play just to hurt her and not help myself. Junk. Let's hope we can get Mentat. If not, I'll have to go Dreadnought. Or I could go Research Station. Research Station first action is actually pretty reasonable here. He blocks High Camp. That means he wants this. He wants the directorship. So I think we do go Research Station instead of Mentat. Although nobody can actually go to Mentat. Or nobody can actually go to Research Station. But people can go to Mentat. I don't know. Let's do it this way. We have so much money. Now the good cards are all bunched up again. The problem with Mentat is that we push back our reveal, and we kind of have to reveal early to beat Hundro, potentially. What's Hundro bought? Does he actually have Persuasion? Like, is this something that he could hypothetically do if he got High Council? He hasn't bought a card in a while, actually. He has Negotiate Withdraw as the last card he bought. Voice, which he played already. He doesn't... I mean, he's only bought 2 cards all game. Unless he drew really lucky, I don't know that it's going to happen for him. Even with a High Council seat. We could reveal early, though. I mean, it's worth a lot to reveal early here. Let's grab this. We still have 9. And then we kind of dare Hundro. We're not doing the obvious thing and going to research station, you know? I'd like to fight and win both this and the next combat. I don't know how likely that is, though. We're one Solar or one spice off from Highliner, so participating has good value. So let's put 2 troops in, and we can threaten that maybe we have Stillgar in hand. They don't know that we don't. And if Hundred reveals early, then he's not fighting, and we probably do get the combat. But he only has 3 cards in hand. So, like, he has to get lucky on Hardy, I think. Or on Fold Space, I mean. So he's going to win the combat. But if we get 2nd or 3rd, we get Spice for Highliner next turn. I think it's better than the Chimarchy. I think we just go to Dreadnought, buy a Dreadnought, and don't buy an attack. And let's say he has let's say he has 3 2s. That's 6. He would have it on the High Council seat if he had 3 2s in hand. But he has Negotiate Withdraw in his discard pile, Convincing in his discard pile, Voice in play. I just don't think it's possible for him without an Intrigue card. You're going to 5 Intrigues, buddy? You sure about that? Okay, he's sure about it. Treachery. Well, that helps us win this combat. We can't Treachery to Fremen, but BG seems like a good place to do it. Given that Baron's ahead of us in turn order for next round, maybe we should just buy Chimarchy. Diplomacy and discard, but he has 2 fold spaces. So he's probably going to get it. So let's take the Chimarchy. Okay, Hundro, moment of truth. You probably have 1 Convincing in your hand, but I don't see how you get the rest of it. Charisma is the only way that I can think of. Yeah, not happening. So right now we're at 8. We can go to 10. Charisma. get this out of our hand. Bribery, take Fremen Alliance. We can play the Charisma and get nothing out of it besides not stolen from. Our cards aren't that good if we get stolen from, honestly. I thought I would get some combat help there, but I really didn't. No Stilgar. I don't think he goes to secrets. So he's in a tough spot here, because he has a lot of different priorities he has to balance. Goes to Interstellar. Probably buys Snoopers off of it if I had to guess, because he needs to try to basically use these intrigue cards. He's got so many, I'm just going to steal from him again. Yeah. I would have liked those Snoopers myself. You know, it could be valid for me to get spy satellites here. Just trash them for a point. Get rid of that. This. Trash the directorship, I guess. He's got to have the Highliner access. I'm gonna keep stealing. That's the point I needed. Get that plus SMF, that's game. I think we go Hardy on Spice Hunter here. Stage incident. Or just win if we can. Voices Highliner probably. Yeah. Could get double-crossed here and not be able to staged. But that's what Stillgar to Research Station is for. Although if we play Stillgar to Research Station, go down to 8. Even if we draw both daggers, we still guaranteed the SMF. wonder if he can steal that alliance from me. I mean, it's better to... We can't dispatch an envoy to research station. Doesn't work that way. We have to play Stillgar to do it. We ended with 2 water to spare. Stillgar just too thirsty. More spice for the Hundro. Maybe he's got Sleeper Must Awaken. There we go. He'll get to 9 if he wins the combat. Does he have a point tech? No. I think we still beat him. No opulence for Yuna. So right now I'm tied with Hundro. I can play an intrigue card to jump ahead of him. Okay, the dagger doesn't really change that. Okay, now I lose the combat. Tiebreaker means that even if he has an extra point hidden somewhere, which he doesn't, I still win the game. Although we do have to consider the possibility that Baron has endgame points. What would do it for him? Plans Within Plans doesn't get him 2 points, it only gets him 1, so we're still fine. Hundro goes to 9. Even if he had another point somewhere, we beat him on Tiebreaker. Pretty useless intrigue card for the most part. Sometimes it'll come through for you and win you the game. This game wasn't one of those times. It was just dead weight in my hand until the game was over. Yeah, finally got Ilban to work, man. I've been like, been losing games on Ilban, I feels like, pretty consistently. I think that the difference this game is that we got pretty decently lucky with Stillgar draws. I won't say like super lucky, but like he didn't show up in the back half of our deck like a lot of these cards do. We got him round 1. I think we drew him round 2, and then round 3, and then we drew him pretty much every round afterwards. And he's just such a valuable card. We didn't get a fast Swordmaster at round 4, but we got it faster than everybody else. And then this is like, I guess the cherry on top is the triple alliances from Chome Directorship, which is kind of nice. You don't get a triple alliance game all that often. I'd like to have another 4 like I did with Armand that one time, but it's okay. Oh yeah, we didn't even need the tiebreaker card. We have Chimerki to win tiebreakers. Duh. Stupid freaking tiebreaker. But yeah, I kind of guessed that we weren't going to get Highliner that game. Now, granted, Baron didn't go for it first action, so if we hadn't bought Chimerki, I do wonder if we would have won the combat. I think Baron did have the access, but maybe not. I mean, looking at his discard pile, unless he trashed a fold space this round, I don't... Let's see if he trashed a fold space this round. He sent Reconnaissance to Arakeen. Fold space to... Yeah, he had a fold space. He just didn't go Highliner because he didn't think that anyone could take it from him. But then Hundro kind of screwed him with voice and then stole it out from under him. which is pretty interesting. The Dreadnought didn't do anything. It was just too late to matter. But it was cool to have, I suppose. Anyway, it was a fun game. MVP card, without a doubt, I have to say, is Stillgar, right? You could argue for power play or treachery, but I don't think so. Stillgar provided so much persuasion to get the important cards that we needed. He provided daggers to win combats. He provided water that we used for research station and for spice all game. Hell, we didn't even use all the water he gave us. Stillgar's the MVP card. Treachery is a nice second, we'll say. Yeah. All right, anyway, that's the end of the game, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later.